Happy Wednesday! Happy day before the United States Thanksgiving. I cannot believe it's tomorrow. Does my mic sound okay before we jump into things? Want to make sure it's okay. I see a hair on it. I see a little tiny hair. Probably him doings. Little him doings hair. Who's all here tonight? We have Sailor V Dizzle, my wonderful mod. Hello, hello. Love you, girl. We got Alan, we got Sailor RJ, we got Marissa, we got Mango Mochi the Hoarder tonight. Oh my gosh. Hey, Mango Mochi the Hoarder. What you doing? What you up to? Seema is here. Iron Knight is here. Timmy Sailor Venus fan is here. Karen is here. Serena is here. Point Clicky is here. Oh my gosh, you guys, like the whole fam is here. We've got 35 people. And yes, we are going to talk about the Wonder Statue Eternal Sailor Moon figure tonight. We're going to get to that very shortly. Let me get a little sippy after I see about that sound check feedback. Oh, it's hot. It's hot. Sound check is good. Thank you guys. Sailor V Dizzle is doing the Thanksgiving dinner prep while on the stream tonight. Oh my gosh, well thank you. Iron Knight! I said I'm gonna clap and jump as I always do with the super chats. Popping off with the super chat right off the bat. Thank you so much, Iron Knight, for the $5. Sounds great and getting ready for Black Friday shopping. Oh my gosh, where are you going? You are so brave. Sailor Mikey! Woo, woo, woo! Yes, and Sailor Mikey, I got the poster. You guys, Sailor Mikey has... Oh, you can't even see it. It's over here. It's over here. Sailor Mikey sent in some posters. One's for me, and then one is for you guys. We're going to do a giveaway tonight. Details on that a little later on during the stream. It's an officially licensed Sailor Moon poster. Let's just put it that way. Let's see here. Serena says, happy early Thanksgiving. Thank you, Serena. What's everybody doing tomorrow? Are you guys excited to get full and stuffed beyond means? I am. I'm so ready for pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin pie. I'm going to bake one tomorrow, so it's fresh. Okay, I will say there's only 2 things I'm making for Thanksgiving. I'm making pumpkin pie and I'm making green bean casserole. That's it. Everybody else is making everything else. One dead bird. Oh my gosh, that username. Hello, welcome to the stream tonight. It's 1 a.m. where they are and they can't sleep, so I'm glad you're online. Well, we're glad you're here. We're gonna talk about a Sailor Moon figure today. Are you guys ready? Mango Mochi the Hoarder has been a member for 17 months. Oh my gosh. Paid off the house, so you know what that means. No, Mochi. Don't you dare. You guys, we have to prevent Mochi from sending in tips tonight. Everybody, tell her not to send in tips. She is banned. She's banned from sending tips. We cannot allow it. Goofy Boothy is here as well. Hello, Goofy Boothy. I've been shopping for Black Friday during the week. Yeah, as you know, I'm sure a lot of you guys have noticed, Black Friday deals now aren't limited to just Black Friday. They say Black Friday sale, but they go on about a week before Black Friday. So it's kind of cool. Like, you don't have to wait for Black Friday. I got some good Black Friday deals from Box Lunch. And I can't wait for that stuff to arrive. Sailor Vidal says, I'm traumatized from Black Friday from back in the day when it used to be bad. Yeah, it used to be really, really bad. I'm glad it's calmed down because we don't need to be trampling over people for a free snow globe. We just do not. No guilt tomorrow, Marissa! Yes, thank you. Thank you. My inner binge eating self is going to rejoice because tomorrow it's okay. Actually, in all seriousness, I am trying to cure my binge eating disorder. I've actually gotten a lot better and I've improved on it, so I'm really proud of myself. But tomorrow, it's not gonna be like one of those things where I go back into my old ways. I'm just allowing myself to eat freely. And if I go back for a 3rd slice of pie, well, so be it. I just got some down my windpipe. No! Excuse me. Is anybody actually going out for Black Friday? How has it been? I have not been out, I want to say, for the last couple of years. Kind of like V-Dizzle, it's just a little too much for me. I don't like the huge crowds. And the stores are usually trashed. It's just awful. I mean, now that's how it was like several years ago when I used to go. Maybe it's improved. Maybe people are kinder and more respectful. Mango Mochi, no! 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 You guys were supposed to stop her! Mochi! No! No! But also, thank you. Oh my gosh. Wow. The tip jar! Mango Mochi at the Hoarder just sent in $50. Can't wait for the statue. Also, Umami Beef, which is also Sailor V-Dizzle, didn't stop me, so this is all her fault. So we're gonna blame Sailor V-Dizzle tonight. I didn't approve of that. What? Aaron has said, I've also struggled with a lifelong binge eating disorder. This is a tough time of year. It is. My fellow binge eaters, it's so hard. Just enjoy yourself and don't stress. You know what? I am have really got to a good place. I've been doing some, a little bit of shadow work, digging through my traumas and whatnot, and like trying to just get over them in a way. And I've become a lot more peaceful, and I've become a lot more kinder to myself, and that has resulted in less binge eating over the last I want to say about a month now. I've been doing this, and I'm really proud of myself. So tomorrow I'm not stressing about food, and yeah, we're all gonna be good. Seema's going out for Black Friday. What is it that you're actually going for? Like, what are you just shopping just in general, or are there certain deals that you guys are going after? Mango is making CEO money. Ugh. You guys are great. She wants the goal in chat. Is the one reason. Yes. Okay, yeah, because we look at the goal. We've got 2 out of 10. Not that there's like anything crazy cool that I'm going to do. I'm just going to probably stand, scream, and clap. Okay, but that's enough introductions and just kind of, you know, getting the chat warmed up and whatever, because we really got to talk about this new Sailor Moon figure. So, we are diving into this. If you guys are here and present, looks like we have 40 people here. Thank you all 40 of you guys for hanging out tonight. If I can just bug you for a small moment of your time to hit that like button for me, that really helps my YouTube channel. Also, what the... I think I just heard something in my vents. I thought like one of my cats was in here. That was real creepy. I'm gonna push that to the side. What was I saying? Oh yes, for those of you guys that are in the chat tonight, I forgot to tell this to you guys at the beginning. Most of you guys know this because you're my streaming fam. But go ahead and set that chat setting to live chat. It always defaults to top chat, which filters out certain comments. I want you guys to see all of the comments that are coming through tonight. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to change my alert box. Hold on just one second. Super chat subscribers. They should be on the screen, right? Media, animation, sound file. Huh, no, it looks good. Okay, anyway, sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's get right into the Sailor Moon figure. For some reason, I thought that I wouldn't be able to see... oh, I moved it by accident. That's why. That's why I haven't been seeing it. Okay, I should be able to see it now. Getting back into it, guys, let's talk about the Wonder statue of Eternal Sailor Moon. Do you guys remember when we were first teased about this? And all of this information is on SailorMoonFanNetwork.com if you guys want to go there at any time to get a refresher about the details and see photos, prices, etc., and any up-to-date information that comes out from here on out about this figure, because the Sailor Moon Fan Network team and I are going to continuously update this specific blog post. But for those of you guys who may not be aware, or maybe you forgot, need a refresher, maybe you weren't in the fandom at the time or into collecting, but back in June 2023, we got this image from the official Sailor Moon website. And at the time, it was called Wonder Statue Work of Art. We got this silhouetted figure of Eternal Sailor Moon, and it just said coming soon. They did give us a few details at the time. The release date back then was fall 2023. However, we knew that was a mistake because that was way too soon from June to fall for a large-scale figure of 99,000 yen to come out. So we made sure, you know, to put a little disclaimer down there that we've had no news on this figure since it was announced. They said it was going to be released in the fall. However, we knew that was a mistake. And once we have an update, we'll be sure to update this blog, which I need to go back and put a little link to the new blog now into this old blog. But that's the backstory about this figure. And that's, and there was so many, and let me know if you guys remember, there was so many Sailor Moon fans over the course of the fall of 2023 and most of 2024 asking, like, where the heck is this figure? Like, is it coming out? A lot of us in the community, we were like skeptical if it was ever going to come out because we hadn't heard anything about it. It was like dead silent after that June 2023 teaser pic right here on the screen. Let me just catch up on the chat because I want to make sure to have this discussion with you guys. Sorry, I'm pouring some tea here. Feel free to share your guys' like thoughts on, like, if you ever thought that this figure was going to be released. Did anybody think that it wasn't going to be released? Did anybody give up on it? Mango Moji the Hoarder, yes, girl, because I kept asking you, when is that 1K statue coming out? Yes, a lot of people, not just Mango Moji the Hoarder, who's a close friend of mine, but I was getting strangers in my DMs all the time. Hey, have you heard anything about that Wonder statue work of art? You know, and I always told them the same thing. We haven't. Here's our blog. This is like the latest and the only information that we know of this time. And then, just this week, they gave us all of the details. They dropped all of these pictures, and if you guys noticed, it's now called the Wonder Statue, previously titled Wondered Statue Work of Art. So they dropped that name to be a little shorter. And of course, this version is Eternal Sailor Moon, based on the Sailor Cosmos movies. We got her Eternal Tiare, and she has 9 orbs around her that represent the 9 Sailor Guardians. And if you go to our site, we can click these photos and kind of go through them here. I don't think I can zoom in. No, I cannot. Okay, so let's just kind of just break her down here. This is going to be the first time that I have shared my opinions publicly on this figure. And before I get into that, I will say she's almost 20 inches tall. She's a little over 26 inches in length, and the depth is 12 inches. So just to give you guys, and of course we've got the centimeters on there too if you guys are in centimeters. So just to give you an idea of the scale of this figure. So when we think about it, and let me grab my little tape measure here. So 20 inches, let's just go to 20 inches here. And it's actually a little under 20 inches. So she's pretty big. That's actually a very large figure. Now I know that this is from the base, you know, to probably the tallest point of the figure. What was it? Like, was it her Eternal Tiare that was the tallest part of her? Maybe the moon. Oh yeah. The end of the Eternal Tiare is probably the tallest point. Maybe the top of that crescent moon on the background there. But for the most part, like this is how big she is compared to my body. So she's humongous. This is probably going to be. Is this our largest Sailor Moon officially licensed figure to date? That's pretty big. So with that in mind, now we can continue on talking about her, because I really wanted to make sure we talked about the scale so people realized how large she really is, because she is a very large figure. She's not as tall as the Dolphies. The Dolphies actually got about another foot on her, but she's gonna look pretty epic next to them. But going back to a little bit more details about her, she's also going to be our first lighted figure from the 20th anniversary. The polyresin crystal base is transparent and has LEDs built into the pedestal. So it is powered by USB, so you're going to have to charge it or have it plugged in. And she is 99,000 yen, which equals about $600 and something plus shipping within Japan. So she's probably running around 700-ish USD in Japan. Now, as far as like what she looks like, her pose, everything, overall, I think I like her. I am kind of like reserving my super critical opinions until I see her in person, because I'm seeing a pattern here with a lot of the 20th anniversary, with a lot of, should I say, the 30th anniversary goods, is the stock images have been failing about doing these figures justice as far as when they come out, when we see in-person photos of these, when we see them on display at like a Tamashii Nations event in Japan, and then when you see those actual photographs and videos of these figures in person, they look amazing. And to give you guys an example, the Figure Arts Zero Shuettes of Eternal Sailor Moon and Sailor Cosmos, to me, I was not blown away by their stock images. I was blown away about how they actually looked. And I'm feeling the same way about this Eternal Sailor Moon. This image right here that we're looking at is a great image. I think she looks just like the Sailor Cosmos movies right here. Now there are a couple of angles like this one right here that I don't think does her justice. I think this angle is a little odd, but I don't think this is necessarily a good representation of how she's gonna look. You gotta remember, the official figures like these, I mean, Naoko Takeuchi is approving all of this. So she's not going to let this go and not be a great representation of her Usagi. So I feel like this is just a bad angle and maybe a bad prototype. These two angles aren't really doing it for me, but this angle in particular, I think looks like it looks like she's straight out of the animation. And also, at any time, you guys, I haven't checked the chat yet, but please feel free to let us know your opinions on what you think about the figure based on just the stock images that we see. All I ask is please be kind and respectful. There is always a nice way to say you dislike something if you really don't like something without putting other people down. And that's what we're all about on my channel. I'm all about, you know, we try not to dwell on the negative. We try to stay positive. We try to make sure we don't hurt people's feelings because that's all unnecessary. The world is chaotic and hectic as it is, and I do not want to be the cause of anybody's stress and anxiety in the world on this channel. So as long as we're all respectful here, which we most of us are, I'm mainly speaking to the newbies who may be popping in. We're a great community here, and we don't like to hurt people's feelings. Really, honestly, we're not here to do that. We're here to be kind to everybody. I'm just kind of like, I'm going silent because I'm really studying her. I think this is can I just say this is a badass pose. This is epic. This is Sailor Moon in her confidence. This is Eternal Sailor Moon. I feel like after she defeats Chaos, like this is our girl right here. Like she's got all the confidence in the world. She's grown up. Our Usagi has grown up and she knows exactly what she needs to do and who she is. So, I don't know. I think it's a beautiful figure. I'm not really sure about the Sailor Guardians as like orbs. Are they supposed to represent planets? I'm not sure exactly where they were going with those. Because their Sailor crystals don't look like that, right? But I like how they added some sort of color. Because we always... because Usagi without her guardians, you know, she loves her friends and family so much, it makes sense to have them close to her. Sorry, I'm going really fast. But the details look really nice. Does it help when I kind of go real fast? Like, it kind of gives you, like, I don't know, subliminal message in here, like, oh, do I like her or not? I have my honest opinion on this is some of the angles are bad. And I've seen this time and time and again with officially licensed stock photos. So I have all the trust in the world well, okay, I don't want to say all the trust in the world because we have had defective products from Bandai, but as far as most of the time these looking great, these looking better than the stock photos, I have trust in Bandai. I have trust in Naoko. I have trust in Tamashii Nations. But now I want to catch up on some of your guys's Let me get this bigger for you. Maybe I can make it bigger. Yeah, there we go. Which angle should we go there? There we go. These are the two. Okay, I've already, of course, shot out some content as far as sharing some of these photos on some of my platforms, and I've had people reply saying that something along the line like, wow, I'm so glad I don't like her because she's so expensive. For $1,000, she should look a lot better. Like, I'm seeing those type of comments. And I'm going to go to you guys now and read the chat and see how you guys feel about her. So I'm going to scroll up a little bit because I was not paying attention while I was talking about her a bit. Sailor V Dizzle says she's gonna be massive. Yes, Siren Song says I've got to get this figure. Mango Mochi the Hoarder says I'm gonna reorganize my display case for her. Sailor Micah says it's gonna be lit. It is in both ways. Hey, literally or metaphorically, both. Sailor RJ says freaking out that it's lit. Karen says I wish all Sailor Moon figures looked gorgeous like this one. Sailor Jess is making a comment. Anybody else think she's holding her Eternal Tiara kind of weird? I'm thinking about that comment. Is she holding it weird? We do mostly see her holding it upwards. But I have also seen her like she's a real person in the movies. She like flips it around a lot and like whew, and does some things. So maybe it's like in that type of a moment. I'm assuming. Oh my gosh, Mango Mochi the Hoarder, stop! Stop! Somebody stop her! She is God. No! Oh, Mochi, Mochi, Mochi! Oh, we have to read her comment. Just the way I said it. Well, we have to read it now. I like the Super Sailor Moon bust way more. Now, she's talking about a fan-created Sailor Moon bust. Because I feel like the face was beautifully detailed. But she was all face. This statue is more than just a face. Regardless, I am excited, and no matter what, I want her. Yes. And also, the big importance of the differences between the one Mango Mochi the Hoarders is talking about is that bust was based off of a manga image. And the structure of the face and the hair and everything is completely different. Now, if we want to look at the animation, I think from Sailor Moon Cosmos, I think this does look like Eternal Sailor Moon from Sailor Moon Cosmos. So at least the style is right on both. I feel like it's hard to compare those two figures as far as the style goes, because they're two different styles, but you're totally valid in that you like one over the other more. We all have a favorite figure. My favorite figure to date is the Sume Art Sailor Moon statue. I think it's the most accurate Sailor Moon figure that I have ever seen. It's amazing, but close seconds for me are the Figure Art Zero Chouettes that just came out. They're fantastic too and look just like they jumped out of the animation. And I love figures that look like the characters in the show. If they can replicate that good, then I'm more likely to buy a figure. Catching up on the comments. Sailor V Dizzle says eyes and noses end up looking a wee bit wonky on statues and figures sometimes. Yes, and it also depends on the angle that you look at them too. And I think that is really a challenge when it comes to sculpting these figures from an anime character. Anime characters' noses. And we see that in animation in anime too. Like the characters will look completely different when you're looking at them from face on, but when they turn their head, their nose sticks out way more than you thought it did, you know? So I get it. I do think it's a challenge, just the way that anime is typically styled with their small noses face on, but then their noses get huge when you you know what I mean? But I think it's a beautiful figure. And I don't think it's fair to judge her so critically just yet until they have her on display at a Japan event, which I'm assuming that should be soon. A lot of times we'll get an announcement of an anime figure, and they'll show us stock footages, and then several weeks later it'll be on display in Japan at some sort of event. And I'm hoping we get to see that before, oh shoot, I just burped, I'm sorry, before 2024 is over. I would love to see some stock photos of her, and definitely, not stock photos, some real life photos of her, and definitely before her pre-order ends. Her pre-order, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about this figure tonight as well. Yeah, right down here on the release dates and prices. So as of now, we do not have any information about an international release. And an international release is when the figure is released outside of Japan. It's licensed outside of Japan, not just imported from Japan. It's actually licensed and able to be sold at a retail cost several months later after the Japan release. We do not have any information about that yet. And that sucks, because a lot of us like to wait for an international release because it's going to be cheaper. A lot of times we could get free shipping when that happens. And that's like the concern with this figure, since it is a different type of figure and at such an expensive scale. Are they maybe not going to do an international release because they don't think international fans would be willing to pay these $700, $800 that it would be in USD at retail? Like, they don't, like, is it too much of a risk to bring it overseas as an international release? So a lot of people are already jumping on pre-orders, and pre-orders do end in Japan on January 30th. But I do like how pre-orders begin, pre-orders end. So it seems like this is kind of like a made-to-order type of situation, maybe. So we have 2 months, basically, to think about grabbing a pre-order. Got quiet because I was reading the comments. Hello, we have 49 people. We are talking about the new Sailor Moon figure that just got announced. The oh my god, is it the world statue? Wonder statue. I don't know why it hasn't sunk in yet. This is a brand new figure. We haven't had that. Like, we're so used to Figure Arts Zero, Figure Arts Zero Chouette. Like, we're used to those. But this is still a very new term, Wonder statue. To me at this time. Kelsey says, at first I didn't love the figure. The more I see it, the more I'm liking it. Yeah, it's definitely one of those that you have to really study it and look at it a little bit more and look at all of the photos and all of the angles, because certain angles in the stock photos look incredible. Like this one in particular. This is probably my favorite stock image, because she looks exactly like Eternal Sailor Moon from Sailor Moon Cosmos movies. This angle's good too. This angle's a little off in her face. This angle's fine. This angle's, of course, just a close-up of that one angle that I really like. This looks fine. This looks amazing. We're just a little unsure about these angles, which, again, I don't think they're a great representation of this figure, because some of the angles just look a little weird. Oh, I cannot wait until we get an in-person photo or something of these. Please, Tamashi Nations, put her on display soon. I hope they already have one out. Broken Red Flag says, I do like her, but I don't like rainbows. Rainbows? There's no rainbows on her. What are you talking about? I'm not seeing a rainbow. What? Am I missing the rainbows? I really don't see a rainbow. And the orbs at the bottom are not attracted to me, though a lot of Sailor Moon fans love rainbows, so I'm sure it's just a me thing. What are we talking about? Now I do agree with you. The orbs are a little odd. That's another thing I want to see how those act in person. Maybe that's more so for the light up feature. Maybe when it's lit up, those things make it look awesome. I don't know. Raphael, welcome! Welcome to the stream tonight. We're happy to have you. We're just chatting about a Sailor Moon figure, and we're going to have a giveaway here in a bit. Raphael says Sailor Moon changed my whole life around. Aw, that's so sweet. Same for a lot of us here, Raphael. Like, seriously. Tracy with the Y is here. Hello, Tracy. How are you doing tonight? Are you getting ready for Thanksgiving tomorrow? Somebody tell Mango Mochi the Hoarder no. Everybody needs to reply to Mango Mochi the Hoarder and just say no. She is not allowed. Tell her to stop. She's already sent in too much. She sent in the majority. She's gotta stop. Yeah, I definitely know the orbs represent the Guardians. We know that. But it's just, what are they... Is it more so like V Dizzle is saying, like it's represents the Guardian gems from her brooch? That would make sense because the gems on the Eternal article are circular. I like that comparison, Sailor V Dizzle. That makes more sense to me. Although, you know what I kind of wish that was inside them? Like maybe a kind of a 3D effect of their Guardian symbols might have been cool. But yeah, I love this head-on version of her, like viewing her at this angle. I think she looks fantastic. And it's one of those figures I think that I really need to see in person to be able to give more of a critical review. And Bandai, Tamashii Nations, listen up. At this cost, you better not have one dang defect on this. And I am serious. I want fans who spend this type of money on this figure to be nothing short of impressed. Like, we deserve that at that cost. We deserve it at $100 figure, but we all know that they've dropped the ball there. So on this one, they better step it up. Okay, let's go. Anybody curious about how the box size is gonna be? Oh, okay. So we did have like a little small moment for those who just joined. I showed you guys against me how tall this figure is. This figure that is coming out is this tall. That's gigantic. She's almost 20 inches tall. 19.6, 19.7-ish. She is going to be this tall against me. Larger than my head. I mean, from the top of my head to almost my belly button. That's huge. I mean, as sitting down. To give you guys a better kind of visual. Mango Mochi the Hoarder. I like the fact that there's a representation of the Senshis, period. Like, we gotta bring him in. Yes. Aw, Tracy with a Y. Mochi, please tell Yuki hello. Aw, that's so sweet. Yeah, Sailor Ridizzle, that's the whole thing that I was wondering, like, why weren't they the Sailor Crystals? But I really think you're onto something when you say that they are more so a representation of her Eternal article, which, did we get a close-up of that? Let me go back. I mean, kind of. Yeah, so Sailor Ridizzle is saying the comparison could be to her gems on her Eternal article, which is her Eternal compact on her chest here. That's such a great representation or comparison for these orbs, because the orbs are so random. I really don't remember any orbs. Unless they're supposed to be the planets. And or moon, because we have Chibi Moon. Which that would also make sense too, when you think about it, because planets are also balls. The box is going to be used. Yes, Chris, can you imagine? Raphael! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much. Sending in the tonight. Thank you so much with love and respect. Love and respect right back at you. I love that you just like, you say that because you pick up on that. That's exactly what I like to try to project. Love and respect. Like, we don't always have to agree on things, but we can still be friends. We can still be kind to each other about it. Like, practice kindness, like push kindness, you know, in a world that's very hateful and mean. Thank you so much. That was their first super chat. You guys, I know Mango Moch is a hoarder funded the tip jar the majority, even though we couldn't stop her, but we've got me to $70 today. You guys, thank you so much, because can I be real with you? I have not pre-ordered the figure yet because that is such a huge amount of money. For those of us that are not in Japan, we have to pay proxies for this figure, and we also have to pay shipping to us from Japan of this large figure. So since it was this close after Jimmy Choo, Kurt and I have been talking, like it's really hard for us to buy this at this moment without pulling from retirement or something. So I haven't bought it yet. And I'm trying to figure out which place is going to offer me the cheapest, where I can save the most money, because this figure is so incredibly expensive. But I really want it. I want to be able to do a video and review it for you guys, like I do my videos. So hopefully it all works out. I'm sure it's going to work out. You guys know I always find a way, at least when it comes to Sailor Moon. I just haven't decided where and when I want to get it quite yet. Has anybody here got it on pre-order? Let's talk about that. Has anybody grabbed it already? I know there is. We can talk about that too for a second, on what your options are if you want to grab her now, if you don't want to wait. We do have a shopping guide down here below. Now let me explain this shopping guide down here, because this figure is at this time does not have an international release. So the only places you can get her from are, if you are outside of Japan, are through a proxy or proxy company. We so these direct links right here. We have a Big in Japan direct link, we have a Big Bad Toy Store direct link, and we have a Nin Game direct link. These are proxy stores. Iron Knight! What the heck? Oh my god, I was not even on this. I'm sorry. I'm a doofus. I am so sorry. Thank you so much for the $5. For now, I'm holding any opinion on the figure till I see the live physical review. Well, thank you so much for contributing to my fund that will go towards buying that figure, because we're struggling for it. I'm so sorry that I wasn't even on the screen. I'm talking about how to get this figure. She is only available through proxy stores right now. So Big in Japan, Big Bad Toy Store, and Nin Game are direct links to shops that are proxies, who they're a proxy company. So you're gonna have a lot of staff that works on these orders. I've personally used all of these. Now I do want to point out Big Bad Toy Store is not a proxy overall, because they're also a United States retail store. But for this particular figure, they are considered a proxy. They are making money off of this. And additionally, by importing it, since it's not the international release version. If they got the international release version, if there was one, then they'd be considered a retailer for this particular figure. But as of now, it's only through proxies. We also have a link right here. It says you can use a proxy to buy. Now that link will take you to a couple of proxies that do orders in Japan, and these are mostly on Instagram. There's like Oh My Japan, there's Kuwapi, there's so many that are taking orders for this through their Instagram small businesses, and they're offering payment plans as well. I think Oh My Japan was offering like a non-refundable down payment, etc. So you have options if you want to research it and see who's going to have the better deal, and that's kind of how I'm going about this. But you got to keep in mind, depending on who you use, the in total will cost you around $800 to $1,000 to import this figure to the USA. That's going to be like the end total after you pay the deposit, after you pay all your payments to pay off the figure of whatever they're charging and shipping to you. It's going to be the most expensive Sailor Moon figure to date. I went back and I watched my Sume art figure video because I couldn't remember how much I paid for the Sume art. I paid $600 and something for her with shipping. $600 and something. This is going to be hundreds of dollars more. Link Nerd! Arr, arr! Remember for 29 months. Ooh, ooh. Link Nerd. Hashtag Kurt's Crew. Hope Kurt and Kitties are doing great. They are doing so good. Kurt and I were just talking about how much we love our boys. And there is something that I want to start back up. So our boys do have an Instagram page, and I'm thinking I want to work on that some more and post more content of the boys because they are so entertaining and filmable and funny and just bad to the bone. I've got a couple of rambunctious crazy boys, and when I say boys, I'm talking about cats. I had to like mention it to Curtis a couple streams ago. Somebody, you know, who just popped in on our streams, who may just be like a casual subscriber or something, who doesn't actually know much about me and my personal life, I had said something like my son is out there crying, and I saw the chat came in, and somebody was like, "You have a son?" And I was like, "Oh, they probably think I mean human son." And no, it is a feline son, and his name is Mr. Doin'. And he is bad. Oh my God, Simply Rye is here. Hello! Is anybody here subscribed to Simply Rye? Because he's amazing. He's out there making these awesome doll videos. And if you're a fan of Wicked, you should check out his videos too. I pop in once in a while, Simply Rye. I'm terrible about commenting, but I always check up on you and see how you're doing. And it looks like you're growing, dude. And just give you a little round of applause. I'm glad you've stayed consistent and you never gave up. And you're creating an amazing community here on YouTube. And you know, as long as you stick with it, you're gonna make it. Or at least you're going to create a community that you're happy and you're proud with. Thanks for stopping by tonight, by the way. Oh yeah, I asked you guys like who you're gonna go with that figure. Sailor V Dizzle says, I'm leaning towards Big in Japan. Honestly, me too. That's one of the most expensive, but at the same time, I was thinking they're the fastest. They're ones that I can trust with packing it, and also ones I can trust about actually shipping it. Like, I could go and use a small proxy business and probably get it for a little less, but who knows like what's going to happen in their life. You know, something could happen to where they're not able to ship it, and then I'd be out of luck. Like, if I go with Big in Japan, I know that I'm going to get the product because they're an actual company. So yeah, no, I feel that, but it's like at the same time, it's so expensive. So I don't know. It's a very hard decision to make because it is so expensive. And it's right after Jimmy Choo. I'm broke. Oh. Okay, sorry, I scrolled back up because I had asked the question if anybody has pre-ordered or bought the figure already. The Wonder statue. Did anybody? I'm not seeing anybody that's got it. Oh my gosh. Well, I think Mango Mochi the Hoarder started hers. Right? Mango Mochi the Hoarder, you pre-ordered it through a proxy though, right? Yes, right. I was just talking about Thanksgiving earlier. We're like, I can't believe it's tomorrow. I'm not ready. Sailor Mikey, we're all broke. Oh my god, yes, speaking of Sailor Mikey, we're gonna do the giveaway Oh, I'm so glad you said something, Sailor Mikey, because it's 7:48 and we got to get to the giveaway. You guys ready? So I have all of the giveaway details in the description below. I'm going to go over them right now. So Sailor Mikey got this at Anime Expo and shipped. Well, I bought one from him, and Kay also bought one from him. So we went in together. Oh, I dropped the tube. And split the shipping, and he shipped it to Kay's house. But he said he had an extra that he wanted to provide. So this extra one and the giveaway tonight is thanks to Sailor Mikey in the chat. Thank you, Sailor Mikey, for providing an extra one for the streaming fam tonight. But this poster, if Mikey, can you explain where this poster came from? Was this given out, or did you have to buy it? I believe you could just pick them up at the Viz Media booth, right? I'll back up just a little bit. So on this side, we got Sailor Moon and the Starlights. And then it's also a vertical poster talking about the new Blu-ray, which I have it right here. So I have two. One for me and one for one of you guys. So one lucky winner to next week. I'm going to draw it next week, not tonight. But one lucky winner. Get up here so you guys can see it a little better. It's a pretty good sized poster. It is officially licensed. By Viz Media and Toei Animation. What does it say down there? Oh yeah, it's a not for sale one right here. Woo, sorry. So it does say, once it focuses, not for sale or resale. Got the back. The final chapter in the Sailor Moon saga. On season 5 on Blu-ray today. I'm going to talk about all the details. Okay, so starting today, you can enter to win this. And the deadline to enter is going to be December 3rd at 8 a.m. Central Time. So make sure you get your entries in before then. So don't worry, you don't have to rush to get your comment in right at the moment. You have almost a week till next Tuesday. And to enter, and you can do this after the live if you want, not in the chat. That's very important. Do not write this in the chat. Write this later as a comment on this video and say that you are entering the giveaway. And that's it. That's how you're entered. I will ship worldwide. It doesn't matter where you live in the world. Pack members, the people with my little logo next to their name in the chat or on the comments below, which are my subscribers, get an additional entry. So if pack members want to enter, you guys are going to get 2 entries, because one as your normal entry and an additional one because you guys support me additionally monthly. So you guys get 2 entries. And then the other thing that I wanted to point out, and again, all these details are going to be in the description of this video. You guys can go back and read them. I'm going to draw the winner sometime after 8 a.m. on December 3rd. And I'm going to reply to the winner's comment. And I'm going to say, you're the winner. Please reply with your email within 3 days of receiving this comment. So be sure to check check this video or your YouTube notifications to see if you get a reply from me, because you're going to need to reply with your email within 3 days so I can contact you. And I have to do it that specific way because I can see that it's your account giving me your email. That's how I prove it's you. So as long as you get back to me within 3 days of me telling you that you're the winner, then we're good. If not, and I've had people totally ghost me and never check their notifications. I've had to draw new winners before. So I just want to make that clear. Please reply within a timely manner of 3 days, because I just want to get this shipped out to somebody. I don't want to wait around forever. So that's it. That's the rules, guys. If you guys want to win one of these posters, and we will also announce the winner officially on next week's stream. just to give them a congratulations. Good luck, everybody. This is a very cool poster provided by Sailor Mikey. Thank you again, Sailor Mikey, for providing an extra one to our amazing streaming fam. Sailor Mikey has been streaming fam, I believe, from the get-go since I started the streams, and has been a wonderful part of the streaming fam. So we appreciate you. Thank you so much for providing the poster for another one of our streaming fams. That's really nice of you. Wow, I was talking for a lot. Let me just catch up on the chat, you guys. Oh, you guys are thanking Sailor Mikey. Aaron loves the promo site. Yeah, the promo site is so cool. We get a really nice image of Sailor Moon. There we go. And very good quality too. So if you, it's the same image on the Blu-ray. So if you own the Blu-ray, it's this but bigger. And I told you guys I was finally able to get this under $30, right? I got it for $26.99. God, I hate paying full price for stuff. I just hate it. There are some things that I have to pay full price for, but I try my hardest to find a deal. Sailor Mikey did confirm this was given out at the Viz booth at AX. Yes, thank you for that confirmation. Alan says the poster's cute. Karen likes the poster. Everyone's thanking Mikey. You guys are awesome. Oh, Sin is here. Hi, Sin. How are you? Catching up on the chat. Lucas says, will you ship to Canada? I ship worldwide, Luca. I do not discriminate about where you live in the world, because where you live in the world was not up to you. Just because you were born there, you had no choice in the matter. I ship worldwide. I got you. I got you. T-Gray Duster, or Tiger Duster. I hope I'm saying your name right. Hi, Brooke from Omaha, Nebraska. Hi. Hi, neighbor. Hi. I'm Kansas over here. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. You guys, this has been a fantastic stream. We talked about the Eternal Sailor Moon figure. We got our opinions out in a kind manner. Where a lot of us, I think, are on the same page. We really don't know what to think of her quite yet. I think we all overall can agree she is too expensive. But we're hoping that Bandai gives us a quality figure and that she looks really cool. I just, if they're going to produce this figure at this much money, I feel like they're going all out. I don't know. I'm a very hopeful person. I don't like to think of the negative. I'm very much transitioning into a glass half full type of person in my life, because and I have been a glass half empty. I have been very negative and dwelled in the negativity, and that just caused me too much stress. I want to be happy. We're only on this earth for a short amount of time, and I don't want to dwell in the negative. It's so awful. I just want to be happy, and I want to love people. I want to be happy. I want to do fun things, and I don't want to take something like a Sailor Moon figure so seriously. I mean, because at the end of the day, we just love Sailor Moon, so it's not that like serious. Aww. Goofy Boothy, I'm happy for everyone that's going to get the figure. Looking forward to the review because I won't be getting it. I feel that. And Goofy Boothy, you are not alone in that. There are so many people that are not going to be able to get it, unfortunately. And it sucks. It sucks. I will say I love the variety that we have gotten from the 20th to 30th anniversary of Sailor Moon. We've got cheap blind bag figures. We got Gashapon that, you know, are just mere dollars. We got middle of the line figures like the Glitter and Glamours that are around $20-$30 depending where you get her from. And then we got a little bit more expensive, like $90 to $100 Figure Art Zero figures. And now we are getting one of our first very expensive figures from Bandai. I don't want to count the Sume art one because that's not a Bandai figure. That was actually made outside of Japan, which was crazy to me to think of. I think, wasn't Japan one of the countries Sume art wouldn't ship to? It was so bizarre. But this is actually our first Japanese figure at this price, at this scale for Sailor Moon. And I like that we have the variety, but I also understand that not everybody's gonna be able to get her because she's so large. Some people may not have the space. It may not be a money issue. It's just that it's a space issue because she is huge, and a lot of people are not going to have the money to get her. And it's just one of those things, man. There are people that are taking payment plans. If maybe that would help you get her, if you really want her and are afraid you might not be able to afford her. I think Big Bad Toy Store is taking payments, and I think some proxies are taking payments too. She doesn't come out until May 2025, so you could essentially do a payment plan on her if that's something that you guys want to look into. Again, we have all of the information for some of these places on SailorMoonFanNetwork.com. In fact, I believe she's still on the front page here. Nothing has bumped her off as far as the first blog on SailorMoonFanNetwork.com's front home page. So you should be able to click her. And I also have a link below in this description if you guys want to just click the link. And you can get everything right here that you need to know. And the Sailor Moon Fan Network team and I will make sure to continuously update this blog with the latest details surrounding her. So if more places get her, or maybe even an international release gets announced, we will make sure to update this blog for you. And if you follow me on social media like X, or if you're on Instagram and you're in my broadcast channel, I will say something about it in the broadcast channel if she gets an international release. But guys, it is 8 o'clock. I have to wake up early tomorrow because I have to do some cooking. I'm sure that's a lot of you, right? How many of you guys have to wake up tomorrow to start cooking? Me. I know I have to. Broken Red Flags, I have come to terms that I will never get a Dolphy doll. How much are they going for on the secondhand market? I know the Dolphys were expensive from Cyber Shades! What? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much, Cyber Shades. I'm sorry, I'm almost at a loss of words. Said $9.99 to the super chat. And they said looking forward to it. And I'm thinking they mean are you looking forward to Thanksgiving? Or are you looking forward to my review of the figure whenever I secure a pre-order from her? But thanks to you guys, I have $84 to go to her. Thank you guys so much. If you weren't here earlier, I have not decided on a place to pre-order yet because it has happened right after Jimmy Choo. And if you haven't watched my 2 videos ago, I also bought a very expensive Sailor Moon banner. So I am extremely financially tight at the moment. So it was just bad timing for this darn figure. I'm gonna ensure I get her in one way or another. It's just gonna, I'm trying to make an informed, smart financial decision on who I should go with. There we go. Because I want to be able to save the most money. Whoa, Mork is making pumpkin cheesecake? I don't know how to say that B word. Is it Basque? Basque? I don't know what that word is, but it sounds fantastic. Pumpkin and cheesecake. Delicious. Delicious. I'm so excited to eat tomorrow. I am. I think that was all I had to talk to you guys about. Yeah. Oh yes, also, guess what? One more thing. Kurt is off work for the next 4 days. He, the past years, he has always worked just because overtime was offered. And so he would have Thanksgiving off, but he would work Black Friday and he would work the weekend. but he has the next 4 days off and he's really looking forward to that. So we have 4 days together, which is crazy to me. Because he works so much. So much. Aw, you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. I love seeing all of you guys say Happy Thanksgiving to each other. We're always a great streaming fam here. Thank you guys for always being kind, sweet, and respectful and positive as much as you can be with whatever's going on in your life. I know life can shoot us some curveballs, but it's always about perspective on how we want to think about it and how we want to move on about it. Do we want to be negative, or do we want to change our mindset a little bit and say stuff like, I can overcome this. I don't deserve this. I'm going to make this better, you know? And I'm trying to get there as well. It's a daily struggle and challenge, but when I change my mindset about something negative, I'm much more happier. So guys, I'm gonna go. I hear Kurt messing with the oven, so that means that lasagna's done. Have a great holiday tomorrow for those who celebrate Thanksgiving tomorrow. Spend lots of time with your family and friends, your chosen family, whoever. I hope that the holiday brings you happiness, brings you joy, doesn't bring any family feuds. And I hope it's just a time of just being grateful for who you have in your life and the food on your table. Love you guys.